Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Better Academy Season 4 Tournament, Week 1, featuring Deep Dive versus Solar Flares. I'm here with Chabubba on the cast, and we are ready to bring you some Tier 3 action in Better Academy. What are you excited for this week? What are you excited for in this first Tier 3 matchup for both of these teams, Chabubba?
Oh, I'm very excited to see the tank lineups. On the side of Solar Flare, he's got Neely and Liviki, arguably one of the most strongest tank lineups inside of Tier 3 right now. Easily can make a championship run if they keep it together and keep the momentum going in from the off season, the preseason. It starts with this game, doesn't it?
Yes, it does indeed. You want to get off on on the right foot for the first match of the season, and then they're coming against a strong opponent in Deep Dive. I don't really know much about them. There's just do you know something about Deep Dive, Chababa?
As the resident BA man, Deep Dive has been in the league for a long while, always coming up short though in the big games. This season they hope to really change that. They have Sky Venom on Junkrat, really been a staple for this team since day one. A real rock for them, but at the same time, their bench is wide open. They have so many players that can fill right now. They basically have a second team just sitting there. It's
Yeah.
hard to game plan if you're on the side of Solar Flares.
Yeah, it should be good to see how this works out in the end for both teams, but we do have the ready ups from both sides. We're going to send it into the game right now and see how this goes on. Let's see what side of the map we get. Which round of Busan we are starting on today, Chabubba. And we're going to start on downtown, I think is what it's called. I don't
This is
know.
called downtown.
I've said in all my casts, I don't know the names of any of the, like any of them. We're going to go for an standard comps coming from the side of, both of the sides, except for side of Deep Dive. They're going to go for more dive center comp with a Torb. Wow. They're going for a Torb soldier with a monkey. That's never mind. I've talked. They're just now. Are they trolling or are they going for Farah? They're going with
It's kind of a hard pick, Deep Dive, very unrecognizable from last season's, and could be a strong roster. On the side of Solar Flares, you have a pretty standard comp for this map, for the Pocket Ash.
Yeah, I think they are gonna go for the. They're gonna go for the Sombra. Probably gonna look for those hacks onto the Genji so he doesn't do as much damage as he does. Even though this is the patch with the damage nerfs and the overall nerf to Genji in the end, and Sky Venom getting the early pick off. And then Geo getting 2 with the charge, and that should be the team fight win 1 for Deep Dive early in this round.
Really an outlandish comp, but it came out really good. The dive that they're running with a 3-man piece can get good value with the Ana here. Really strong. Rory switches off to kind of counter it, as well as Decoy.
Yeah, I think the Reaper will be good in the end. It can get chunked down. Oh, but Coach Amari getting the early pick off to Decoy in the Tracer battle, and he's almost up to his first Pulse Bomb. It should be good to see how this the Pulse Bomb changes the fight if they can get a stick onto one of the supports or someone important as such. But Lumpy getting the early pick off, but it does not look to matter as the tank line, Dilly getting the picks on the opposing side of Solar Flares and getting the team fight win again for the side of Deep Dive.
Yeah, Geo really kind of emasculating the kind of main tank difference you want to see inside of a Reinhardt player. Taking hold of the game and getting a 5-man shadow there, insane. They still have Pulse Bomb inside of Deep Dive. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, they're going to probably look for that pick onto the Brigida or the Moira, but if the Moira has Fade, it's not going to really do much work, but they have the... And there it goes. There goes the Pulse Bomb out. Does not get anyone, but Lovkey going down and somehow, but Lulz...
Confusing manner.
getting the pick on to Decoy, and it's gonna be Deep Dive. It's gonna be another clean fight win for Deep Dive in this engagement.
It feels like it's been 3 fights since they touched the point, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been, and I don't think they don't have really the tools to get this. They're gonna probably use Coalescence to initiate early, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to win this fight outright. They need to get an early pick, but right now it's not looking good. But there comes a slam from Lufky. Polar Panda getting the pick onto Aquatic, but Geo getting the pick on Aurora as in Decoy following up to Sky Venom, and here comes the Gravitic Flux out from Neely. It's not looking good for Solar Flares right now. The rally coming out from Spirit Waffle to try to get some healing up. Decoy getting a 2K, and it might be the side of Solar Flare stabilizing with Kochamari getting the pick onto Spirit Waffle. The EMP coming out, and Sky Venom and Kochamari getting picks. Aquatic with the boop off to the side, and I think it might be Deep Dive getting this win on downtown as of right now. It's not looking good for Solar Flares, but Lufky getting the pick onto Sky Venom with the ball. Geo getting the Moira and forcing Solar Flares off the point.
If I'm on the side of Solar Flares, you need a response to Sky Venom. He has been ripping up your tank line, bullying them at every single point, getting huge hacks when it counts, hacking the Reinhardt early so he can't get a shatter, and also hacking the Moira so she can't use Fade whenever she gets stuck by Pulse Bomb. Really good value there, really good value and good scouting by Hogchimp and the rest of the coaches there in Deep Dive. Figure out what the issue with their team is.
Yeah, I think if I'm the side of well, it's not going to look like well, they're not going to go for the Sombra strat this time, but if I was the side of Solar Flares, I would have probably employed a McCree there to try getting more stun value onto the side of Sky Venom's Sombra to try to cancel that EMP and maybe getting a quick 2-shot dink onto Sky Venom to get them out of the fight early. But now we're going to see Sky Venom on the McCree to deal with this Pharmacy in the sky, and I don't think it's going to be enough damage unless he can get the the shots that he needs early in the fight. But Polar Panda getting the first pick on the Geo Wizard, or not Geo Wizard, Geo, I don't know, I'm thinking of the game, or the YouTube channel, that does things with GeoGuessr. Love to get in the pick onto Aquatic, and it's going to be early. Oh, that's an unfortunate result of ultimate coming out for Polar Panda, but it should lead to the point flipping in the side of Solar Flare's favor. But the stalling coming out from Kochamari could be huge, and Kochamari getting the pick onto Polar Panda. This could change the entire fight. Aquatic getting the pick onto Lufky. And this is going to be, oh my goodness, when it looked like Solar Flares had it all in the bag. The stall coming out from Kochamari, getting the, Solar Flares not being able to focus targets correctly and getting the re-engage.
It seems like a bit of a miscommunication there. Decoy getting massive value here on the follow-up, but Kochamari really just one-upping him when it comes to pick potential.
Yeah, it was they not focusing down Kochamari, kind of just threw them. But Neely getting the early pick onto Sky Venom. Neely using his ultimate out early, and Kochamari going down. Decoy getting the pick on, getting the picks in the fight, and it should be Decoy again getting another pick. Oh my goodness, it's the 4K coming out from the Pharah of Solar Flares, and that is the fight win for the side of Solar Flares, and they're ticking up their first capture percentage of the Season 4 season.
This is a really good time. Decoy is really just putting the team on his back with that Pharah play, and a really impactful 4K coming in there. Gonna see that happen again. Hopefully, he has Barrage up. Maybe he can get some good value with it. Solar Flare's taking on the right. Still holding point though. You're
gonna look for that the pull coming in from Lufky for a good ultimate from Decoy, but no, they're not gonna get the. They're gonna use both support ultimates for the side of Solar Flares, but Coach Amira getting the picks needed, but Horizon staying in as well. But I think it's going to be another team fight win for the side of Deep Dive, as Coach Amira is just hard carrying on this Tracer at the moment. They really need to do something about Amira on this Tracer. They need to switch to something that can counter him. Maybe a McCree again. That could be very helpful in this situation.
An interesting pick by Sky Venom to go with the soldier. Not really a reliable choice in minds of most coaches to go against a pharmacy, but let's see it.
Yeah, you definitely go with an Ashe or a McCree or a Widow instead of a soldier at the moment. Decoy getting the early pick on to Sky Venom. But here comes the pulse bun from Coach Amira. And it's going to get Horizon out of the fight. Coach Amira getting Neely as well. And it's just the DPS difference going in favor of Deep Dive at the moment. And it's going to be very hard for... Well, never mind. It might not be that hard for the side of Solar Flares to maybe get a re-engage here if you look at the ultimates coming up from the side of Solar Flares.
Some late staggers in there coming in and Coach Amira. About to get the pulse bomb back online. It'll be huge. You can get it.
Yeah, but I don't know. They might not even be able to test. Yeah, they're going to go through the testing. Decoy using the barrage, getting no real value. Coach Amira again getting value with the pulse bomb. Decoy getting the pick onto the Baptiste of Deep Dive. Decoy getting another pick. They're gonna need to get the pick on Amira, but it's not gonna be enough. Amira getting the pick onto Decoy, and it's gonna be Deep Dive taking map 1.
Real nice DPS show there by both Sky Venom and Coach. Coach really putting the team on his back when it comes to the Tracer play, getting an early pick instead of a fight, never missing his stick either. Kind of looks like this guy is a monster when it comes to stick percentages. Could be a good statistic if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was a very much a DPS difference on the first map, and we're gonna look for hopefully to see 66 kill participation
Participation
from Coach Amira. I know how to
Nice.
English good. That was
I know how to English
a
good.
good stat coming out from Amira on the first map. And now we're going to go over to the side of, we're going to be going to Hanamura after this break, as I have to do many things on my end since there's a lot of odds and ends I have to do on production. So we will all see you in a bit after, with Deep Dive going up a 1-0 in the series over Solar Flares after Busan. And we will see you all in a bit. Hello, everyone, and we are back into for this BA Season 4 tournament. Week 1 matchup featuring Deep Dive and Solar Flares. This has been kind of a one-sided match so far, with Deep Dive going up 2-0, with the two going 2-0 on Busan for the first map and taking the map. Taking Busan, taking the Busan map for themselves. What did you think about Deep Dive's performance on map 1, Chabubba?
You know, their comps whenever they first came out of Winston, Reinhardt, Tracer, Sombra was very, I think off meta would be the term, but it really turned out to be an advantage on their maps. They get a huge hack, and they have the dive team to go in there, and as well they can have point pressure. It's really a good comp to counter the kind of playstyle that Solar Flares have of a reactive type of team. They aren't really the aggressors, and it shows whenever they get hacked and kind of get rolled over, as if people would say.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think they need to work on a counterplay more. If they maybe employed a McCree, like I said last map, they could have maybe changed how the game went. But enough about the last map. We're going into Hanamura now with the Solar Flares on the attack first, because that's how I had it set up. It's going to be interesting to see what they employ and see if they can get a good time bank going in, as we are ready to have the readies from both sides, and we can send it in to see how Solar Flares come back from that disappointing map 1 result.
You know, they're number 1 in the power rankings for a reason. They've been inside of the tough situations. They can do it again. If I'm their coach, I'm saying the series is 0-0, guys. Be confident.
Yeah, you gotta always say that, and I think we're gonna see the coveted Mania Doomfist, maybe.
I hope. I want to see it.
We're gonna see. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. If I'm deep. Oh god, Deep Dive going for a very interesting strategy on their
Bastion.
side. They're going for Bastion Junkrat, looking like, but I think Solar Flares are ready for it, as they no. They're still gonna have Sky Venom on that Junkrat though, but I think they're still ready for it. They're still gonna be ready for it, as Mania is on that Symmetra. They're gonna go for that quick teleport 2 point, and it's gonna be good to see how they implement the Symmetra teleport.
I think the issue with last round is they were running a Brigitte at all. If Brigitte would shut down that Sombra quick.
Yeah.
They just didn't seem to be running it.
That could be the problem. They're still gonna go for that more Mercy comp. And we're gonna see how where Maniac puts that teleport in for this first engagement, and see maybe just go to. They're gonna go straight up. They're gonna go above point. Take it. See if they can get a good positioning in the back of point. They're gonna be set up defensively on the point now. That's always good for the attacking team. Whoever has the defensive positioning usually wins out. And Geo getting the first pick on Neely though, but Lufki and Mania getting the kills respectively, but Dilly getting a pick, and Coach Amira, getting the pick as well. And it might be time to reset if you are the side of Solar Flares and look for a better engagement this time.
Seems like they fed a lot of ults there. You have Junkrat Tire almost up. You have the Baptiste ultimate already up, and both tank ults. Really just kind of a disappointing result to a push, but they're kind of equal on all the ultimates.
Yeah, Lufki having his ultimate up already though, and Mania switching over to his coveted Doomfist. He's known as that Doomfist OTP on the council, and we're gonna see how it works in the end for him. Here comes the Junkrat Tire out from Sky Venom, getting the Moira and the Ashe out of the fight, and that's gonna be another reset. But Lufki getting a pick on the Geo. That could be huge in the next engagement for the side of the Solar Flares.
Yeah, it seems like Solar Flares can get the picks, but again, Sky Venom, he don't miss. Tires don't miss when they come out of the sky.
Yeah, and hopefully we're gonna see something different coming out from. Here comes the Moira ultimate out from the side of Solar Flares. They're looking for that extra healing, but it's not gonna be much use as Coach Amir getting the pick on the Polar Panda. Coach Amir getting a pick on Mania. Now it's another reset coming in from Solar Flares, and it's not looking good right now. As they're down to almost a minute 30 on the time bank. Dilly getting the pick on the late kill on Decoy there as well. It's not looking good right now for the side of Solar Flares.
Again, with Solar Flares, you don't want to get full held here. You want to keep a level head. They have a lot of impactful ults coming up. Maybe switch off to a D.Va, something that can test the spam. Just doesn't look like Sigma's getting too much value.
Yeah, maybe switch to a Baptiste, but bang, Mania and Decoy getting a but Sky Venom getting the 2K tire out of there, and it's gonna be another wasted push coming in from the side of Solar Flares, and they're gonna be down to less than 60 seconds. Neely having his ultimate up online, but Mania going down late in the fight is not good for Solar Flares. They're gonna be hopefully gonna get Mania back in for this last fight, and hopefully Decoy maybe can get a good pick off onto someone early in this team fight. That's what they need. Here comes Neely's ultimate out on here, but Bob coming in for the side of Deep Dive, and Chili getting the pick on a Mania again. He's going down. Sky Venom getting the pick, and but Decoy getting a pick onto Amira. Decoy getting another pick. That's what they need.
Mania snipes the tire out of the air.
Mania getting the tire. No,
Looks like it's gonna be Polar Panda. Nope.
It might be enough. It's not gonna be enough though. It's
looks like all no one can touch.
That
no
was
one can touch.
Sky Venom just missing the chance to get on the point. Or not Sky Venom. Sky Venom stopping the Mercy's ability to get on the point, and the full hold is started for Deep Dive. They just need to get there. They just need to get 33% on this first capture percentage point of Hanamura to take this map up 3, or to take the matchup 2-0, and they are in a good position to do so right now, as Solar Flares are looking very weak at the moment. They're on the back foot after these loss.
After these first two maps, yeah, it looks like Solar Flares are gonna be on the back foot. You know, I am still confident in the fact that they can bounce back. Just because you lost twice doesn't mean you can't win the other 3. Hopefully we can see all 5 of these maps. Get some good Overwatch tonight. Mania on the Torbjorn. Yeah, Mania is on the Torbjorn. It's still odd that they're not opting for a Brigitte, and they're opting for a pocketed Ashe instead. I mean, I guess it'll work out in the well. If Decoy can hit his shots, that's all they really need. But they do have Mira on the Hanzo for Deep Dive, and that's basically they don't really need a. You don't need an Ashe or a Mercy for the Hanzo, as he has one shot potential without the Mercy pocket. It's going to be interesting to see how they play with the Sombra again. They're going to probably look for those key hacks, and it's going to be whatever they can hack, get the key hack on is going to be important. Decoy getting a little out of position there. And might be focused down, but no, he is not. Sky Venom going for the C9. It's a little bit of it.
Yeah, I think he was only going for the ability to get a rotation out for his team, as now they're on top of the high ground. That's where they want to be. They've got the high ground near point. Decoy getting that early pick on Coach Amira. That's going to be huge for the side of Solar Flares if they want to get this hold going. But people going down very early, Neely going down, and it's not looking good for the side of Solar Flares, and then Geo getting 2, Sky Venom getting 2, and that's all that
Just a
wrote.
snowball.
That's all she wrote for map 2. Deep Dive going up in the map 2-0.
Really confident start here by Deep Dive. They can really they put this presence up all the season. #1 team, most likely you're looking at.
Yeah, it's looking very very one-sided at the moment. Hopefully we could see not Deep Dive, Solar Flares come out with a out after these after this little break, see if they can calm their nerves, and live up to the potential that many people are saying they have this season.
They can live up to it. They just need to keep a level head. Think of it as map 1. They just need to remember to stop, using your ults willy-nilly. They need to use ults at the same time, coordinate your attack.
Yeah, as I
calm.
ban a bot account in my stream chat, we're gonna send it to a break and see how Solar Flares can react to going down 2-0 early in the series, with Hollywood being our next map. And we will all see you there in a few moments. Hello everyone, and well, I didn't fix that, but hello everyone, and welcome back to this CCC. Or not. Oh my goodness, we were talking about CCC. This isn't CCC. This is Better Academy. Welcome to this Better Academy cast. I'm Joker's Ransom. He's Chabubba, and we're going into Map 3, Hollywood, with deep dive up. 2-0 to Solar Flares after two strong maps coming from Deep Dive, and it's not looking good for Solar Flares at the moment. What do you think they need to do to come back in this match and maybe pull off the reverse sweep?
DPS. The DPS of Deep Dive have been kind of rolling right now. There's really no answer to, again, Sky Venom on the Sombra, no real answer to. They also probably should stop pocketing Decoy and focus on a Brigitte. That's the kind of comp you want to run if you are on the side of Solar Flares. Decoy is a very talented player, but that's just not enough.
Yeah, I think, they definitely need to focus more on healing. They need to put Spirit Wolf on the Brigitte. As that new Brigitte change hasn't come in from the experimental yet, and she's still very overpowered, and especially with one of the better ultimates in the game of Rally, it's going to be very hard to deal with Brigitte at the moment, because she's basically unkillable in that Rally form, and the sheer amount of healing that she can put out is very good, especially with how I feel like the tanks need that healing from the Brigitte at the moment. I think we're going to send it into a Hollywood now, as Solar Flares are going to be on the defense this time, and maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need to get a nice hold early and see that they can do it, and hopefully I put Rory in like they wanted. Okay, I did. Good. I did do that, and Rory is indeed in. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes out for his Sky Venom opting for the Pharah at the moment.
Maybe he's going to kill himself again.
Maybe he's going to kill himself again. Maybe they're going to go for the Bastion again. Who knows what they're going to do? But it's looking
map differential.
Right now, they're going to go for the no, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna die and spawn and not use that. But they're still deep. You hate
to see it. Solar
Flares are still going for this. All eggs in one basket. They're still pocketing Decoy, and I don't think that's what they need. I think I agree with what you're saying. I think they need to focus more on Brigitte and not with the.
They need to focus more on a Brigitte. I need more heals. Yeah. The issue isn't damage; it's the heals. Yeah. And also, Brigitte shuts down flankers like a motherfucker. Oh wait, what's that?
Yeah, don't do that. That's bad.
That's the only one. You're allowed one. Really weird positioning here.
Yeah, they're gonna hopefully get a pick that they need, but I don't. With what they're running at the moment, it's gonna be very hard to get value with the Ashe. You're not really supposed to, as it's more of a good hero based with double shield, as it's dedicated with the Ashe getting picks with the dynamite, and it's not gonna be good as Decoy going down to Coach Amira on the back line, but Verizon getting picks in the front line, but it's not gonna be enough as the tank line of Deep Dive coming out strong and getting almost the team wipe in the end for the side of Deep Dive.
The Winston Sombra Genji, again, unethical, but it is working so well for Deep Dive.
I don't think the Ashe is going to get as much value as they'd like it to. They're not running that double shield comp that Ashe is really popular in because of that dynamite. The dynamite of Ashe are very good, especially when teams are grouped up, and that's what you need when you're running a coordinated comp like double shield, and you really together as a team, but they're not really playing together as much. But Horizon getting the pick on to Geo early and Love Key following up to Aquatic, and this should be the side of Deep Dive going for the reset as but when the tank and the Brigida go down early, you can't really push. Now Decoy having his Bob up early could be good in the end for the side of Solar Flares. But just as I say that, this Coach Amira getting the pick on to Horizon, and it's not looking good at the moment. They're on the back foot. The Moira Ultimate coming out from Deep Dive to get some extra healing in. Geo getting the pick on to Roller Bandit. Amira getting the pick on to Neelian. Dilly getting the pick on to Decoy, and it's going to be the cart pushing up farther. But right now it's looking good for both sides, really. But with the ultimates coming up from both sides, and it gets no value from Horizon's. Here comes the EMP Blade, and it's going to be Coach Amira getting one, getting two, and it's going to be the tanks following up on the rest of them as Brigida getting a Spirit Waffle in the end, and there goes to the team kill from Deep Dive. It's just looking almost unwinnable at the moment for Solar Flares.
P-Dog's Dilly is switching off to a Sigma. Could be a different switch and change of pace for Deep Dive here.
Yeah, Decoy's swapping over from the Ashe right now. They're going for the McCree that I was suggesting earlier to maybe deal with the flanking of Sombra and the Genji. With that stun, the stun ability from McCree, it could be huge to deal with the flankers of flanking DPS of Deep Dive at the moment. And just like that, Decoy getting the early pick onto Lols, but going down to Sky Venom in the backline. It's not what you want to see from your DPS player of Solar Flares, especially when you're down down like this at the moment. Geo getting the pick onto the bongos of Lovekey, and the Moira Ultimate coming out from Deep Dive. The heals are there right now for Deep Dive as the cart is pushing up very.
Rally Blade.
Yeah, and Geo getting the slam, and it's Coach Amira and Geo again in the kill feed, and it's the tanks, and it's not just Geo and Amira, it's also Dilly and the Aquatic in the kill feeds for Deep Dive, and it's going to be Deep Dive getting the big time make of 3 minutes and 11 seconds on their attack. It's looking just very
bad. Really good play here by Deep Dive. I think they lost only like 2 team fights in that whole map.
Yeah.
2 or 3 team fights. It was really cut and dry for them.
It's not looking good for Solar Flares. I don't think the Mercy's working out for them. I don't think it's been working out for them in the end. Maybe they're not comfortable on Brigida. I don't know how you could not be. It's kind of a easy hero to use. And with you gotta try something different, and the Mercy is not working for you at the moment. You've gotta try something else, in my opinion.
Yeah, if your Solar Flares, run out a dive, run out a brawl comp. Don't really rely on your DPS to do the carrying. Run out with, I don't know, you can do anything here. Just something that's different than what you've been doing, because it seems like their comp that they are running on Deep Dive is a direct counter to your comp.
Yeah, especially with how they're playing flank. The Ashe does not get value with flankers. It just doesn't.
Doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. The Dynamite's good for grouped up people. Right now, it'd be good with what Deep Dive is running with the with the double shield comp, with how grouped up everyone is. Now Sky Venom getting the early pick onto Decoy early in this team fight with the Junkrat matchup. It's not looking good right now, but Decoy getting the res from Spirit Waffle. See if they can do anything with this. Do anything right now with that res coming in from Verizon, getting the pick early onto Aquatic. Decoy getting the pick onto Dilly, and it might be what they need. They need to get the they need to clear this point out, because it might not be good if they might be Deep Dive might be able to hold, and Coach Amira getting 1 and Sky Venom getting 2 in the end. That if they can get a re-engage, this might not be good for the side of Solar Flares. And here comes the Brigida to touch at the moment. Aquatic getting a pick onto. Oh my goodness, it's all falling apart for Solar Flares.
That's an Aquatic match right there. Brigida excels in chaos.
Yeah, that was the picks from the DPS of Amira and Sky Venom really just let them win that fight after they got those late picks onto Solar Flares. But there goes a big boop on the side of from the side of Solar Flares and get them off the high ground. But Sky Venom again with a big tire. He's doing it all with this Junkrat right now, and it's not looking good for Solar Flares. It's down to under 2 minutes for Solar Flares, and it's not looking good. They don't have really any ultimates up yet. They don't have anything to really deal with the ultimates, especially on the line for a Deep Dive.
You definitely need to make a make a conscious choice to keep the ultimates up. Keep the ultimates even though you're gonna die, just to make sure that you'll have stuff for the next fight. Bongo comes out.
There you go. Big early pick onto the Bongos is big. The Immortality Field got early out, but the Sky Venom getting the pick on the Horizon in the barrage animation, but nearly getting the pick onto Lols could be big in the end. They might be able to get this and maybe be able to push it. Dilly using his gravitic flex, but the C9 coming out from Deep Dive gets the picks and the picks coming from Solar Flares is enough.
I've had enough of this.
Is enough.
He is gone.
From it is enough for Solar Flares to get this cart moving for the first time in the series, and it's their actual first real team fight win. Kind of, because because Deep Dive kind of C9 to that last point. But it's still gonna Coach Amira going for the Widow pick. We're gonna see how this works in the end. It's Sky Venom getting pit 2, but Sky Venom getting 1, but Decoy getting 2 with the Junkrat tire. But Sky Venom getting the picks needed and necessary to hold this off, unless we can see any miracles coming from Decoy. But we're not going to see Sky Venom getting Decoy out of the fight there. And it's going to be the hold coming in from Deep Dive in the end again.
A really nice play there by Sky Venom to stop it in its tracks. And Coach Amir switching off to a Widow. Ooh,
yeah,
nice shot.
That was a nice shot coming out from Amira. But Neela getting the pick onto the Baptiste of Deep Dive, and Lovekey getting a pick onto Geo. This could be what they need to keep pushing the payload in the positive direction for Solar Flares. They need to get those picks onto the tank line that's been doing a lot of space making for the DPS of Deep Dive. And if they don't have the space to work with, I don't think they're going to be as effective as they've been. Here comes the tire out from Sky Venom. Sky Venom getting a Horizon out of the fight there. Here comes, and Lovekey getting charged out of his ultimate, and it's not looking good right now. Gio getting 2 in the fight, but one of them's rezzed up in the end, and it's not looking good as it's red in the kill feed, and it's Deep Dive winning this, winning the fight, and it's down to 60 seconds for, it's a certain, it's not looking good for Solar Flares at the moment. They need to get this team fight win right now if they want to have any chance of reverse sweeping. If they don't get this team fight win, they're probably going to go down 3-0, and there's no chance of getting back in the series.
Really picked here by Sky Venom through the saloon. Really impactful there.
Yeah, they don't have the Mercy res anymore. Coach Amira getting the pick on the horizon. It's not looking good for Solar Flares, and there it goes. There it looks like the chances of Solar Flares is going down the drain.
By Neely here. He's in the back line. He's still behind them. You need a miracle here. He's going to touch early. He uses his ultimate. Pulls 5 people up in the air. He's going to get killed out of it. No, he gets it through in time. He goes down. Decoy pops tire. Where are you going to go? It's going through. It's moving through the house. Gio gets 2 with the pull. Decoy trades out. Sky Venom gets 1. Let's see what's next.
That's going to be Sky Venom getting another pick, and I think it's going to be all that she wrote. And there goes Polar Panda, and it's Deep Dive again. That's looking very clinical from the side of Deep Dive. It's, they're
powerful.
It is looking powerful from the side of Deep Dive right now. And here,
a really nice clinic by Deep Dive here, showing that you really can't trust power rankings. To be honest with you, power rankings don't matter anything until you play the game. Games are what matters. Scrimbucks are scrimbucks. Deep Dive showed up today, and they proved everyone wrong that they are not number 5, at least.
Yeah, well, we still have one more map to see if Solar Flares can show up at least once in the series, and maybe get a map, take away a map from Deep Dive at the moment.
Fuck. I have Rainer. I have Legion stuff I have to go do. I expected this to be them by now. Fuck. I'll stay.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I do have to go because I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't. Because they don't know how to run lobbies.
Okay, that's fine. I can do this all. I can.
You can do this, man.
Yeah. So.
You need.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Well, just like that, Chabubba has to go for his team. Kind of weird champ, but we're going to send it to an intermission. Let me make sure I have the intermission already set up. I do not have the intermission already for the map 4 at the moment. We're going to set that up, and then we're going to send it to an intermission for the, while I set up the next map for the last map of the series. Let's see here. What is the last map of the series? It's going to be Route 66, and it should be interesting to see how this plays out in the end for both sides. But again, let me get that all ready to go, and we're going to send it to an intermission right this moment.
feel free to click on this subscribe button, see if you got a Twitch Prime sub available, huh? Also, if you guys have an Amazon Prime account, or your parents or mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, or cousin have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get Twitch Prime for free. Also, if you do obtain Twitch Prime,
And we are back, everyone. I'm now all alone without Chabubba. As you can now tell by the caster scene, me and my Peepo Joker are now your casters. And we're going into Route 66 with Deep Dive up 3-0 in the series. It's last map. It's only for Pride. It's only for map differential in the end. We're going to see if Solar Flares can maybe get something good, at least something good about this series in their bag now with hopefully maybe a win in this last map can get their confidence going for next week when these two teams face off against who would they face off next week? They face off against Deep Dive faces off against Redemption next week, and Carpet Pizza versus Solar Flares. Should be interesting to see how this goes for both of them next week and how their this week's matches have gone so far. Deep Dive is looking like a very strong team at the moment, and they might be able to pull off what they've been looking to do all the entire time they've been in BA. They maybe get that elusive championship they've been looking for. But enough about that. It's time to send us into Rialto. Or not I'm so used to going to Rialto for the escort map. Oh no. Oh no, they saw it. I messed up, chat. I put map 3 instead of map 4. Oh no, that's unlucky. And it's gonna be they're pulling out something that they probably should have done earlier. They're gonna go looking like they're going for the dive from Solar Flares, and that should be interesting to see how it works out in the end for Solar Flares. Dive can be very good, especially if it's if it's a practice comp and the team is confident with dive. There's one or two really key people that they need to dive in the end as well. They're gonna probably look for that. Pick on to Amira in the early team fight, as well as maybe the pick on to Aquatic, and holy crow, Lovekey going down very, very low very early. But that's just a lot of ult charge coming out for Giome in the end, as ultimates are good. And there's a big anti-nade coming out onto the tank line of Deep Dive, but it's not going to be enough as Coach Amira getting the picks on to the both DPS of Solar Flare and Sky Venom. You need to pick onto Polar Panda, and we're going to be seeing Giome getting staggered out there in the end. And it's an early team fight win for Deep Dive, and we're gonna see if they can get a anything really going. As that's a big dive going in time to go Aquatic. They're gonna get Aquatic out of the fight early with that slam combo going. Getting Aquatic very down low, but Jaiome going down early in the end, and Sky Venom going with getting the 2K with the tire in the. And it's gonna be again the side of Deep Dive stabilizing with the picks from the DPS. It's just been I don't think Mania needed that. There goes the pulse bomb out from Minia. It's not going to get anything. But they're going to get everyone low with this Primal Rage. It could be big. Dilly getting Ryzen out of the fight, but getting rezzed up at Sky Venom. Getting Neely again out of Sky Venom again. Getting, oh my goodness. He can't stop. He doesn't let me speak. Sky Venom again. Getting another pick in this fight. Aquatic getting Jaiome out of the fight. And that's going to be another team fight win coming in from Deep Dive, and it's looking insurmountable now for Solar Flares, as they don't have the ultimates to get this. They need a Horizon to get his blade up now. They're gonna, it's probably their win condition for this, as they have the nano boost up as well. They're gonna look, nope. Oh, they did give the nano to Horizon, but Sky Venom looking for him with the tire, and he gets him out of this fight, as well as a love key. Coach Amira getting Polar Panda out of the fight as well. And there goes the side of Deep Dive, getting the team fight win again in the end. And now they're going to go for a Far Mercy composition with only a minute left in this. Only a minute left, looks like. Or nope, we're going to see Horizon switching over to the Ash. Mania going over to the Doomfist. They're going to see if he can get any early picks. And we're going to see Sky Venom just leaking around the corner. Almost getting an early pick onto Neely with the concussion mines. Mania looking for that pick that he needs to get this, but oh no, it's looking bad for Mania. 405 getting trapped in the and there goes Neely getting a pick on Aquatic. That could be huge, but Rising going down to Dilly, and Geo going down, getting Neely out of the fight as well, and Sky Venom getting a Polar Panda before they could get the Resin Mania. The only one near the point, but then Dilly getting a pick onto Mania. It's not looking good for the side of Solar Flares, as Deep Dives, strong defense coming up again. And it's gonna be another, looking like another easy capture for the side of Deep Dive at the moment in time. Maybe we could see a fuller hold coming from Solar Flares, but it's looking unlikely at the moment. But maybe they'll get value on the defense, and they're looking like they're gonna run an interesting comp right now, as they're running the Rhine. Oh, what is that? What is chat? What is Mania on, bro? What is he on? Mania can't aim. What is he doing?
I'm ready to kill.
Mania can't aim, and they're gonna go for a very damage heavy comp. It looks like they don't have much healing on the side of Solar Flares. I think it's just a glass cannon right now, and with what they're running, as they only really have a Baptiste and a Mercy for healing, and the Mercy's really just staying with Mania right now. Verizon getting the pick onto it's just an interesting Widow duel coming out from the side, but it's not really fair Widow duel as the Moira sucking off oh sorry, that kind of sounds awful. Using her suck ability on the Mania and making that Widow 1v1 not really that fun to watch. Coach Amira getting the pick on the Mania 405 right there. And that's going to be looking like maybe all she writes at the moment in time. Aquatic getting a double K with the Bastion and Polar Panda. And it's going to be Deep Dive most likely getting this capture point right now as Gio getting the pick on to Giome. And it's all she wrote. Deep Dive taking the series 4-0 over Solar Flares. And yeah, Sky Venom getting all the picks in the world that Deep Dive needed, and it really showed in the end, with the end result being in favor of Deep Dive. And now that, and that's pretty much it. That is indeed it, and it was the DPS difference that I was looking for, and that's why I wore the shirt that I wore. If you could catch, you probably can't really, you probably really can't see it on stream. You can't really tell who it was. It was the Pine jersey, and it was indeed the hit scan DPS difference from Deep Dive winning this. Well, it wasn't just the hit scan DPS; it was both DPS of Deep Dive really just capitalizing in on the space maintained from Gio and Dilly, and they had all the room they needed to really work with to win them this match. And I think it's going to be a time to give out my MVP of this match. It's going to be really difficult to do. Who do I want to give it to? I don't know who I want to give it to. Can I just give it to the entire side of Deep Dive? No, that would be... I can't. I can't just give Deep Dive, the entire team of Deep Dive, MVP. Because that wouldn't, make sense. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and it is right over here. I don't know. I don't like that one. I'll go with Sky Venom. The Junkrat difference was huge for the side of Deep Dive, and it really showed out as he turned fights after getting the key picks in each fight, especially on Hollywood, the Hollywood defense. He got 2 picks in. If it seemed like a lost fight from Deep Dive, he gets 2 picks in the end, and Deep Dive was able to recontest and get that team fight win. And then the Junkrat tires coming out from Sky Venom as well was just were very impactful in the end for Deep Dive, and that is going to be my player of the match. Sky Venom 456 with the Junkrat play. I mean, I hate to give it to a Junkrat player, but he did turn up in this match, and he showed why Deep Dive is a team to be reckoned with as they take down the preseason ranked 1 team in Solar Flares, and it's looking like Solar Flares might have some very key weaknesses they need to work on in the end. I don't think they need to run that Mercy all that often. It's not really important. They could have. I think they could have done much better if they ran that Brigida. That Deep Dive was running a lot with. And then it gives out a lot more healing than just Mercy in the end. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's about it. I haven't been Joker's Ransom, and then Chabubba was also here, but now, we are all done for this, a better Academy, matchup of Solar Flares versus, Deep Dive, as Deep Dive, again, taking this matchup 4-0, and we will see you all in the next time next time I cast a game of Better Academy. And I will see you all then.